My understanding from when the new regulations came in was that where you used to have a tick box and you had to tick to opt out was no longer strictly legal. You had to tick to opt in. But I see that lots and lots of organisations are still or have gone back to the tick to opt out. Am I right in thinking they're not supposed to do that?
If they can't justify it through the soft opt-in for a legitimate interest, then that's the case. But I'll give you an example where it can be confusing. I go to B&Q for the first time and I buy something and I want their little card. So I'm giving them my details and I get a receipt from them for what I've purchased. And on the receipt, it will say, if you're going to receive some information from us, some marketing material, but you can opt out at that stage. Now, you might think that you haven't opted in, but actually because you've bought something from this company or you've negotiated a sale with them, then they've got your details and they don't require consent. But when they're sending you that message, even if it's the first message on the first receipt before you even left the shop, it must include the opt-out option. So yes, if there's no prior relationship, then somebody must opt in to consent to receiving the marketing stuff. That's definitely the case. And if that's not happening, then that's unlawful. But the scenario I've just described, where you have bought something or you've got a quotation for something, then as I say, consent, strictly speaking, isn't required, but that the business still has a requirement to think in terms of, assess who that person is. Is it appropriate that we continue to send stuff for them? If you can imagine a situation of a company that deals in, I don't know, developing mobility furniture for a certain age of people, these people don't tend to have long to live. And then you start targeting the said people and they've died. You're thinking, well, hang on, is that appropriate? So in terms of like this assessment, as Roger said, you look at the potential target. It's not a carte blanche just to send stuff out just because you've got their details as a customer or as a former customer. So to say whether it's illegal or not legal, I have to go back to the specifics of each case. But in general, you can't send stuff to people if you haven't got their permission, if you have no prior relationship with them. That would be unsolicited and unlawful.